and you have a right to build a legitimate defense against the accusations of the government. As I said earlier, a right is inherent. It cannot be taken away, and it cannot be given away. And so on October 17th, 2006, George Bush, as President of the United States, signed an act called the Military Commissions Act, which pretends to eliminate the right to habeas corpus. It claims that because of the war on terror and because of the increased tension of possible violence within the United States, that the President of the United States and the United States government in general pretends to have the authority to deny due process of law, that because of this heightened war on terror, that these are special circumstances, and because of the special circumstances, we can arrest you, we can detain you, we can keep you from your friends, from the assistance of counsel. We can torture you in private and do all of the things that Americans are horrified to learn that third world countries do. Usually that's the excuse that Americans use for sending our troops to other countries to defend the poor people of a foreign country because their totalitarian dictator has eliminated the right of habeas corpus. They are using star chambers. They are torturing their own people. The Military Commissions Act of 2006 was horrendous. It is the most egregious piece of paper ever to come out of the Congress since the Alien and Sedition Act. And it is because the American people do not understand the difference between rights and privileges. It's because the American people have not studied the Constitution that there is no outrage. The people in the United States should be in the streets protesting. This should be one of the #1 issues on all of the mainstream media, and it's not being covered. The American people are unaware that with a simple signature, the President of the United States has turned the United States into a third world dictatorship. In order to solve all of the problems that we have, the political problems, the first thing that we have to do is acknowledge what those problems are. You can't fix a problem that you don't know exists. And there are still many people in the United States that are unaware of the problems. The good news, in a backhanded way, is that the problems are becoming so blatant. The Patriot Act, the Military Commissions Act, the Real ID Act, the North American Union, all of those things are bringing people to awareness that, oh my gosh, there is a problem. The second thing that we need is to understand not only where we are, but where we would like to be. You can't fix the problem until you have an alternative solution. So people really need to learn about the Constitution, to learn what the Founding Fathers were thinking and why they chose a constitutional republic and not socialism. Why did they not choose communism? And one of the best ways to do that would be to find out more. You can visit my website at constitutionpreservation.org to purchase my book, Good to be King, which will give you a beginner's version of what the Constitution is all about. You can also listen to my radio program. I broadcast on We the People radio network, and you can find that at WTPRN.com, and I broadcast from 7 to 9 a.m. Monday through Friday Central Time. And you need to get involved. Once you understand the problem and once you understand what liberty is supposed to look like, then you'll really understand that we need to become active. We need to voice our displeasure, exercise the First Amendment. We need to check the electronic voting machines and go back to paper hand-counted ballots. And we need to participate. You know, Thomas Jefferson said the only rights that we actually have are the rights that we are willing to fight for. And what is disturbing, John F. Kennedy said that if you make peaceful revolution impossible, you make violent revolution inevitable. The United States is all in the Second American Revolution. We need to change the way that people think, and we need to do that quickly enough so that we can avoid a bloody rebellion. And I'm hoping that we can fix our constitutional republic with little or no bloodshed.